Hello, this is Crypto Joe from Joe Knows the Cryptos, and today I'm going to share with you 6 projects that I'm in, the weekly returns that we've gotten for the last week from last Sunday through yesterday, Saturday, and what's next for me in these projects. At the end, I'm going to share the strategies I have moving forward and how that's going as well. So let's get going. Okay, so the first project we're going to talk about is Aviate. Aviate's been around probably for about 100 days or so, and I'm not going to lie, it's been the biggest disappointment I've had so far. So basically what Aviate is, it's a bot trading platform where you buy their coin Aviate and it returns something every Saturday allegedly. Well, as you can see, there's $1.82 in my pending rewards. Last week at this time, there was $1.82 in my pending rewards. And so that means there's been a 0 return this week. So I have 1,141 Aviate staked. I think I paid around $1 a piece for those, so that's $1,141. There's about 1.5 million of these staked, and we have seen not a very small return, I mean tiny return in the couple months, the 3-4 months that it's been out. So I obviously would like to know what's going on with this project. I go through their Discord, and there's not a lot from the developers, or I think his name is Joshua, who is the founder of this program. They'll put some stuff out there that they're working on bots. They'll share a few trades. They'll tell you that they're losing trades. There's no returns this week. But I'd really like to hear a solid plan moving forward on this project. This is a do not recommend. I have about, if you look at my Aviate staked, we won't give you a precursor. If Aviate staked, the Aviate token was worth 39 cents last week. It's worth 31 cents this week. My stake, my 1,141 went down from 452 to 453. It's evaporating to nothing. My rewards were 0 this week. So that's it. 0% return again, basically, for Aviate. I'd really like to see what's going on with them moving forward. All right, next up, we're going to talk about iBots. So I reluctantly got into iBots a couple weeks ago, and my biggest gripe about iBots was that they weren't KYC'd and they weren't doxed. Well, I think about a week ago, it might have been 2 weeks ago now, they were KYC'd. So that is great news. So that they're committed to the project. This one's been going on since November of 2022, so it's not new. The returns are not astronomical, but they're solid. I mean, they've had a 32% gain since November 2022. And this week alone, let's pull up my, I have in iBots, I have staked $1,188. Last week, there was no return to me because I had to pay a monthly maintenance fee. I think it's around 1%. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sorry. Look on the white paper. I'm sure it'll tell you. But if you look, I did not change my stake. I have 1,188 staked. My iBots reward this week were $11.53. That's almost 0.97%. Not bad. So, they're trying to be transparent. They're trying to make it last. The returns are not crazy. Anyone who offers 1, 2, 3, 4% a day, that's not sustainable. 0.97. Okay, so that's probably why they've been around since November. They're sharing. It was a little bit more, but then there's a fee. I haven't taken my money out of here. I'll do that. You can hit the withdrawal button. It will work. I've done it 3 or 4 times before. As you can see, my earnings were $11.53, so I'm going to pull those out. Next up is Green Figures. Green Figures has been around, let's see, I think about 5 weeks. All right, 5 weeks on Green Figures. And they've attracted 699,000 in BUSD, 833 users. Total profit they've given out is 88,747. So right now, my balance total invested in Green Figures is $383. Right here, you can see that. I've taken out $70 already, or I've made profit of $70. Right now, my profit is $18.77. But that has something to do with a little bit of today. So in the last week, I made $17.96, which is a 5.86. It's not really a 5.86 because there's a cost. So right now, I said 383. 1796 is 4.7% of my amount staked. So 4.7% return. That is not bad. I said, 1, 2, 3% a day is not, not likely. Can't go on forever. But the neat things about green figures is that they do show you the live trades. If you watch my videos before, I've shown this, but check these out because it will show you all the trades that they're open trades, their history of trades, what kind of exposure they have to the market. It is worth a look. If you're not in green figures, up to you if you go in. This is not financial advice. You will lose money trading crypto. Eventually, if you haven't already, you will lose your money. Some of it, all of it, who knows? But do your own research, read the white paper. If you want to get in green figures, I do have a referral code below. If you do use green figures, if you decide to go into green figures, use my referral code. All right, but the proof is in the pudding here. So I have a small amount. I'm thinking about adding to that. I just wanted to see it go for a little bit, but right now 4.7% last week, 5.9% the first week I was in. This project seems to be going well. The team seems to be committed to it. And I had George the Stamp on my Discord, and he said that they want to keep it simple. This is simple. Let me show you something that's not simple and is not going well right now. So I aped in. I say aped in. I didn't really ape in. I put a tiny, tiny, itty bitty amount in the next one, which is Wolf Capital. So I put an itty bitty amount into Wolf Capital. It's like $75. Well, they take a little bit from you, so that 75 quickly became 65. And then a couple days after a week after I got in, I had like $3 in rewards sitting there. Those $3 got wiped, and all the rewards stopped, halted. So this one, from the get-go, I was not bullish on Wolf Capital because, they're really promoting it looks like this, where there's a guy at the top and they have people underneath them, and underneath them there's more people. I'm not saying that's a pyramid, but it looks a lot like a pyramid or a multi-level marketing. It was all about getting more money in. Well, that didn't smell right to me, so I didn't go in. And people, when you're offering a 1.1 or originally it was 1.5% return daily, I just don't know how they do that, unless they get more people. They say there's no Ponzonomics, but why are they having problems right now? I don't fully understand it. I'm sure I'm going to get lashings from all the fanboys below because there's a lot of people in this project. 2,837 total investors. I know all the YouTubers talk about this one. I was hesitant. I didn't like the way it was being marketed. It's a really slick website, but I didn't fully understand it. So that's why I did not go in. I threw a little money in there to see what it was about so I could talk about it and understand it before I put more money in there. But I'm not a huge fan of this one. My returns this week, if you look right here, let's see, right here, Wolf Capital, $65 stake. Last week I had $315 in rewards, didn't take it out, and now it's gone. So it is gone. I'm back to zero, so 65. So I've actually lost money in Wolf Capital because I started with 70, I think it was like $74. I threw some USDC or whatever you put in there at it just for fun so I could look at it, understand it before I went into it, and it's already proven to not be a very lucrative project at this point. Speaking of not lucrative projects, I have gone in some really dumb ones. I threw a couple $500 at this one when they opened up because they were very transparent and they wanted to do the right thing. They seemed to care. All right, so I put some money in there, and it is quickly evaporated. My original stake was $500. It's down to $43. The coin is 0.000248. $248,000 they have left. This project is not going well. I think they're trying to learn how to bot trade right now as we speak. This one is not going well. I think I've got a 7 cents, look at $43 stake, 7 cents reward. That's a 0.16% this week. Not really worth talking about. This one, I'm not sure if it's a dead project. This one and Aviate are both from Truth Seekers. We've gone over Aviate, iBots, Green Figures, Wolf Capital, Fathom. The next one up is Eazybot. I like the Eazybot because, quite frankly, it's easy. And if you don't know what Eazybot is basically software where it talks to your exchange. So I have money in KuCoin and Binance US, and it sends buy and sell signals through the API. It doesn't have access to your funds, So they can't steal your funds from you. It just has buy and sell signals within your own exchange. So it's USDT and whatever the underlying coin is. Right now, here are the coins that I'm in: Doge, Matic, AVAX, CRV, Uni, Algo, Sol, Litecoin, Aave, BTC. I feel like I'm saying a weird alphabet. In the last 7 days, I've made $31. You'll notice here, last 30, I've only made 41. That's because I had the bot off. If you go back and watch last week's weekly report, you'll see it was 0 until I turned it back on a couple days. So this is a full 7 days, $31.46 in the last 7 days. That is, if I bring up my little spreadsheet, you'll see right here, Eazybot, I have $2,250. You'll notice I put a little bit more in, but that's also because some of the coins have gone up in value. But I try to keep it consistent and measure the actual outputs versus at the time of measuring what the total amount that are in the trades is, and that is 3146 divided by 2250 is 1.4%. Okay, that is the return. It's a 1.4% return for the week. I think it was a 1.43 if I extrapolate this out another decimal point. So not quite a point and a half, but great returns for something where you're not worried about them rug pulling and taking your money or their coin going to nothing. People have also mentioned in my Discord, which you can join the Discord below, and in some of the other comments in my videos, that I have to tell the risk of this. You're absolutely correct. There are risks in these types of bots. In the past, I've said that I've had no losing trades. That is the nature of a DCA bot. Dollar cost averaging. So what happens is, let's say the coin you're trading, let's just say it's some coin, we'll call it Joe X. And Joe X is worth $1, right? So I buy 30 coins at $1. Well, okay, so now Joe X goes down to 75 cents. Well, I'm buying my way down, all right? And if Joe coin stays at 75 cents and never goes back up, I'll never get out of that trade. I'll be stuck in that trade, and my assets or my underlying coin, my trade is worth what the coin is. So if I was buying at $1, 90, I might have a couple $100 of that coin, and I might be down some money. And if I want to get out of that trade and just sell it at a loss, I can do that. But I just stay in these things because I feel like we're in a bear market. That's my strategy, is I stay in these trades and then they sell when the market moves. Well, so your risk, you have a couple of risks. One is that those coins go down and never go up. Well, you can still sell that coin for something unless it goes to 0, right? And that's definitely a risk, is the market, regulation, and things like that. But if you have patience and you have enough underlying coin and USDT in there, it'll buy on the way down and buy and sell and buy and sell and buy and sell. And that's the nature of a DCA coin. So there is some risk there. This one's been performing quite well for me. I do have some trades that have been on there for a while, a couple months, but right now I'm making money in between anyway. So there's that. So here's where I'm at. This week is 1.4% return. My Eazybot profit was $31.46 off an initial coin of $22.50. So look, it was a decent week for green figures and Eazybot and iBots. It was not a good week for Fathom, Aviate, and wolfcapital. Now, I told you at the beginning I was going to tell you about my strategy and what I'm doing moving forward and how that's going. My strategy right now is to find crypto projects like iBots or green figures or other projects that are doing something to earn money to pay a reward. Not just Ponzonomics, not just taking your money to give it to someone else. So I'm looking for more projects like that. If you know of any, put them down below, join my Discord, talk about them. I'd love to get into some. But then I take the rewards from those projects, and I'm going to put them into my Eazybot because I have control over the coins in the exchange. Unless regulation comes, which is possible, and takes away all my money, I still have control. So the government would be doing the rug pull in that case, which they're not above it right now. But I am also, I'm going to take the money from the other projects, put it into Eazybot, let Eazybot make me money and give me returns. That's my strategy right now, because I don't have a lot of faith or trust in a lot of the projects out there. I was very hesitant to go into wolfcapital, even with a meager $75. That is not a lot of money. Well, that is all but gone. I can't get it out for 60 days. My 75 is now, or my 74 is now 65. There are no returns, no rewards right now. And I don't know what they're doing moving forward. I've seen a lot of talk, but not a lot of action. Aviate, same thing. You know, they came in with good intentions, I think, I hope, and they had 8 months of back testing on their bots. Only just the second they turned the bots on for us, when we bought their coin, there's been not a lot of talk from them, not a lot of good action, and a lot of loss. So those types of things I'm weary of, and I'm bullish on things that work, like green figures right now is working. Now, is it, you know, could it rug pull? Yes, this is possible. Is it going to? I hope not. You know, things like Eazybot, could the bot go away tomorrow? It could, but I'll still have all my money in my exchange. So they're not going to take much from me. I have about $50 in USDT to pay their costs. So right now, iBots, green figures, and Eazybot are working for me. The other ones, not so much. Thank you for watching. Put your thoughts down below. Join the Discord. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, all those things, and I'll see you next time.